$40 billion. Gone. In a single week. That's how much was obliterated when Terra Luna, the cryptocurrency industry's golden child, collapsed spectacularly in May 2022. What was once hailed as the future of finance turned into the biggest financial disaster in crypto history. Thousands of investors lost everything. Life savings evaporated overnight. Families devastated. And at the center of it all, one charming, charismatic genius who promised the world. This is the insane true story of Terra Luna. It started in 2018 with a dream. Do Kwon, a Stanford dropout with massive ambitions, created Terra Luna with co-founder Daniel Shin. Their mission? Simple, revolutionary. Create a cryptocurrency that would change everything. They promised a stable coin called UST that would maintain a $1 peg forever. Never fluctuate, never fail. It was backed by Luna, Terra's native token, creating a two-coin ecosystem that seemed mathematically perfect on paper. But here's where it gets insane. The whole system relied on something called the Luna Foundation Guard, LFG. Do Kwon's brilliant plan was to accumulate billions in Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as collateral. This reserve would guarantee that UST always stayed worth $1. Investors flocked to Luna. This was it. The answer to crypto's problems. By 2021, Terra Luna became the third largest cryptocurrency in the world. Market cap? $18 billion. The numbers were staggering. Luna's price soared from pennies to $100 per coin. UST became the fourth largest stablecoin by market capitalization. Everyone wanted in. Celebrities endorsed it. Influencers promoted it. Major institutions invested millions. Do Kwon became the face of crypto innovation. The boy wonder. The genius who solved the impossible. He was everywhere. Twitter, conferences, media appearances. But beneath the glamorous surface, something sinister was brewing. While everyone celebrated, crypto experts were screaming warnings. They saw the fundamental flaw. The system was a house of cards, a circular dependency. Luna's value was needed to back UST's stability, but UST's stability was needed to maintain Luna's value. It was an unsustainable loop. Mathematicians called it impossible. Economists said it would collapse. But Do Kwon, he dismissed them, called critics noobs. Said haters were just jealous. He was confident. Too confident. And that's when everything changed. May 2022. The first domino fell. Bitcoin crashed. The entire crypto market tumbled. And suddenly, people panicked about UST. What if the stablecoin lost its peg? What if it dropped below $1? Investors rushed to withdraw UST from Anchor Protocol, the platform where they earned 20% interest. 20%. In a normal economy, that's impossible. In crypto, it was a red flag. But nobody questioned it. They were too busy getting rich. The bank run accelerated. Billions poured out. UST's price began dropping. First to 99 cents, then 95 cents, then lower. Panic spread like wildfire through the crypto community. Investors screamed. Do Kwon tweeted confidence. "This is fine," he posted essentially. "We have the reserves. Everything is under control." But it wasn't under control. The Luna Foundation Guard didn't have enough Bitcoin to stabilize the market. They tried, desperately, pouring billions into buying UST. Nothing worked. As UST fell, Luna exploded. In an attempt to maintain the peg, the system printed more Luna tokens. Trillions of new coins flooded the market. The token's value decimated, from $100 to $50 in hours, then 20, then 5, then $1, then mere cents. By May 12th, Luna was trading at fractions of a penny. Imagine buying at $100, watching it become worthless in days. That's what happened to millions of people worldwide. The devastation was incomprehensible. $40 billion vaporized, evaporated, gone. Luna holders lost everything. UST depositors lost everything. Billions locked in Anchor Protocol frozen. Do Kwon, he vanished, removed his Twitter bio, went silent. The genius billionaire crypto king disappeared. But the real horror was the human cost. Suicide hotlines were flooded. Therapists booked solid with crypto-devastated clients. Families lost homes. Children went to schools with parents crying at night. Investigations exploded across the globe. The SEC, the FBI, financial regulators from every major country launched inquiries. Do Kwon, once celebrated as a visionary, was now being hunted. But here's the absolutely wild part. Authorities discovered something that would make your jaw drop. Documents revealed that Do Kwon and his inner circle may have known about the system's fatal flaws months before the collapse, and they did nothing. They kept promoting it. They kept buying more Luna. They kept assuring investors everything was perfect. This wasn't incompetence. This was potentially criminal. The rabbit hole went deeper. Whistleblowers came forward. Employees revealed that Do Kwon was arrogant, dismissive of warnings. One insider described him as a man intoxicated by his own genius. He genuinely believed he was smarter than everyone else, smarter than economists, smarter than mathematicians, smarter than financial regulators. He believed his system would work because he believed it would work. That's called overconfidence. That's called delusion, and it cost people everything. Meanwhile, the financial damage rippled outward like a tsunami. Three Arrows Capital, a major hedge fund, collapsed because of Terra Luna exposure. That triggered other collapses. Celsius Network, another major crypto platform, imploded. FTX, the exchange that appeared to be the future, started looking shaky. It was contagion. One massive fraud led to dozens of other failures. The entire crypto industry was infected. Billions more evaporated, thousands more devastated, and it all traced back to Do Kwon's impossible dream. Here's the shocking truth that nobody talks about. In 2021, Do Kwon secretly created a massive Luna position for himself through anonymous wallets. He accumulated billions worth of Luna tokens before anyone knew the system was flawed. Then, as the collapse happened, he sold. He got out. While millions lost everything, Do Kwon cashed out his stake. Estimates suggest he made hundreds of millions in profit from Luna's collapse. He profited from the disaster. He was short the market while telling everyone to buy. This wasn't just fraud. This was organized conspiracy. By mid-2022, Do Kwon was officially a wanted man. First by financial regulators, then by law enforcement. Korean authorities issued arrest warrants. So did Singapore. Then the United States. Interpol got involved. Do Kwon, the billionaire tech genius, was now hunted. He couldn't travel. He couldn't hide in plain sight. Eventually, he ran, left the country, started making cryptic posts from various locations. Twitter threads from the fugitive Do Kwon became obsessive. He was unhinged, ranting about conspiracies, claiming vindication, completely detached from reality. March 2023. 9 months of searching. Do Kwon was finally captured in Montenegro, arrested at an airport trying to board a flight with a fake passport. The crypto king reduced to a fugitive using fake documents. He was extradited to South Korea to face charges. Securities fraud, market manipulation, conspiracy, wire fraud. The list went on and on. In court, Do Kwon remained defiantly arrogant, claimed he did nothing wrong, said he was the victim of a conspiracy against him. But the evidence? The evidence was overwhelming. And what prosecutors revealed next would shock everyone. Forensic accountants dissected the Luna Foundation guard's finances. What they found was astonishing. Do Kwon and his associates had used LFG as a personal slush fund. Hundreds of millions disappeared into a labyrinth of shell companies, offshore accounts, and untraceable transfers. Some money went to luxury real estate, some to private jets. Some simply vanished into crypto wallets that lead nowhere. This wasn't just fraud. This was money laundering on an epic scale. Billions of investor money laundered through shell entities while Do Kwon and his cronies partied. But the story gets even darker. Investigators discovered that Do Kwon's parents were implicated. His family received suspicious transfers. His business partner, Daniel Shin, fled the country. More associates were arrested. Text messages revealed between Do Kwon and his team showed they mocked their investors, called them stupid, laughed about how easy it was to manipulate the market. These weren't accidental failures or misunderstandings. These were calculated crimes, premeditated, deliberate, evil. The legal battles raged for years. Do Kwon fought extradition, fought charges, fought every single step, but evidence piled up relentlessly. In 2024, the case reached a critical point. Trials began in multiple countries. Victims testified. They described losing homes, losing children's college funds, losing their minds. Some took their own lives. The suicide count from Terra Luna's collapse? Dozens. Maybe more. Confirmed cases. all traced back to Do Kwon's fraud, and he showed zero remorse. Prison awaited, but Do Kwon, even facing decades behind bars, couldn't stop tweeting. From his cell, he maintained he was innocent, that he was vindicated, that Luna would come back, that he'd be proven right. The delusion was complete. This man had destroyed millions of lives, lost billions of dollars, caused suicides, and he still believed he was the genius wrongfully persecuted. Psychologists called it narcissistic psychopathy, a complete dissociation from reality. Do Kwon represented everything wrong with crypto, everything wrong with unchecked ambition. Today, Terra Luna is worthless, completely dead. A cautionary tale. Victims are still fighting for compensation through lawsuits and bankruptcy proceedings. Some have recovered pennies on the dollar. Most recovered nothing. The $40 billion destroyed by Do Kwon's scheme? It's gone. It's vanished. It exists in no database, no account. It's simply gone. Evaporated like mist in the sun. And Do Kwon? He sits in prison, still defiant, still believing his own lies. But what happens next could shock the entire cryptocurrency industry. The Terra Luna crash exposed the entire crypto industry's dirty secrets. It revealed that crypto had no oversight, no regulations, no consumer protections. It showed that anyone could launch a token, build a following, make outrageous promises. And if it failed, too bad. You're on your own. Governments around the world woke up. Regulations started tightening. The SEC became aggressive. The FBI created crypto crime units. The party was over. Do Kwon didn't just destroy investors. He destroyed the Wild West that created him. Crypto enthusiasts point out that Do Kwon was one bad actor, one corrupt individual. But that misses the point entirely. The Terra Luna ecosystem allowed a Do Kwon to emerge. It enabled his fraud through lack of regulation. It encouraged his behavior through massive financial incentives. The system was designed to create disasters. It wasn't a bug. It was a feature. And even today, years later, crypto platforms continue operating with minimal oversight. The next Do Kwon is probably building his empire right now. The Terra Luna crash cost approximately $40 billion. But that number doesn't capture the real damage. It doesn't include suicides, divorces, lost homes, families torn apart, children removed from schools, dreams destroyed, futures demolished. The human cost is incalculable. And Do Kwon? He caused all of it with a smile, with confidence, with lies. He was able to do this because the system allowed it, because nobody was watching, because regulation was non-existent, because greed was rampant. Today, the Luna Foundation God's remaining assets are tied up in lawsuits. Lawyers are fighting over billions. Bankruptcy courts are processing claims from hundreds of thousands of victims. Some victims will see settlements. Most won't. The justice system is slow. The legal process is painful. And worst of all, even if Do Kwon spends decades in prison, even if he's convicted on every charge, it doesn't bring back the money. It doesn't revive the suicides. It doesn't restore the destroyed futures. It's never enough. The victims will never be made whole. The Terra Luna crash is the ultimate cautionary tale about unchecked ambition, fraud, and the dangers of unregulated financial systems. Do Kwon promised to change the world. Instead, he destroyed the lives of millions. He proved that in crypto, anyone can become a billionaire, and anyone can commit fraud. There are no guardrails, no protections, just risk. This is what happens when innovation outpaces regulation. This is what happens when greed overwhelms ethics. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel for more shocking stories of financial crime, fraud, and corruption. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And drop a comment telling us which financial fraud you want us to investigate next. Don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, and remember, if something sounds too good to be true in crypto, it probably is.